Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we give you all of the reviews on soap operas and reality shows. Okay, guys, we're talking about Bold and Beautiful today. The story caps off as Ridge has a heated argument with a stranger in public, but we know it's not a stranger, it's his urologist who did his vasectomy. Moving on in public, and Katie grows curious after witnessing it. Okay, then another set of the story goes Brooke and Bill become disappointed when they accidentally happen upon Katie's secret stash. No, that's not actually true either because we know where Katie kept her stuff, and Brooke was just being over there being nosy. Okay, we go on to into the scene. Both couples, the couple, Kate and Bill, are having a pleasant afternoon lunch with one another, and of course, I didn't see Bill drinking anything, but I know he was noticing because the waiters were coming around to see was Katie wanting something to drink. But she just said no. She's just happy with the atmosphere, the food, and her lovely husband. Okay, the scene goes to Forrester Creations. We're dealing with Brooke. She's daydreaming about Katie and her little episodes with her drinking binges, and it's uh, quite frankly concerning her. But mostly, I think she's really thinking about Bill, and she's edgy, and she really wants to tear him so she can get back in his drawers and they can get their groove thing going on and on again. That's all I got for Brooke. Well, Thomas walks in and he sees Brooke is in a state of daydreaming because she didn't even ask the question, which he was basically looking for his father to go over some drawings or whatnot. But it is what it is. So, um, he just go on and ask Brooke, is it something weighing on her that she can lend he can lend some help on. She says no, she's just daydreaming. We go to Caroline Ridge and the urologist. They're all sitting at the same restaurant as Katie and Bill, which is whew, I tell you, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, Ridge calls himself um meeting her at the restaurant, but he hadn't gotten there yet. So the urologist approaches her and pretty much asks her what is going on. Um, what's pretty much is going on, and can he have a seat? Can he talk with her and all that? But he just being nosy. He wanted to see how much she know about what Rich may have told her about him. Then we go to Katie. Katie, the waiter, is trying to bring her something to drink, trying to tempt her with the spirits and all. And she said, no, I'm fine. I'm cool. I got my water. It's very nice and refreshing. And Bill just assures her, is she okay? She can talk to him about it. She can have a drink, but it may be a little minimum, but he didn't want to get all into that. So we go on to Brooke and Thomas. Um, Again, Thomas is questioning Brooke about, is it something on her mind that she needs to talk with him about? Because it seems like she's in deep thought. Can he help her with anything? He is a shoulder she can cry on. His ears is for her to vent. He can be her sounding board, but she was like, nah, boy, you can't help me. Get on out of here. I got somewhere to go. So pretty much we go back to the scene. Ridge comes in. He sees the doctor just trying to talk to his wife. He hurries on over to the table. He tells his wife to go. It was a mistake. They got to go back to the office. They can't have lunch. But really, Ridge is trying to figure out what the hell is going on between this doctor trying to tell his wife something. But anyway, she goes on like a little dutiful wife, tries to get the car and all of this. Then goes back to Katie and Bill. He's telling her how much he loves her, how much he appreciates her, how much he loves her and the family, and nothing's going to come between them two. This, that, and the other, as long as they stay in great communication with one another and be honest with one another. She can always lean on him because that's what he's there for. We go back to the scene with Ridge and Dr. Walden, his urologist. Ridge is just putting it very adamantly to him to leave him alone, leave his family alone, and if he don't catch that strong hint, then it's going to be some trouble. Then he asked the doctor, what do you want? And aren't you practicing? And all this stuff is illegal. He said, well, I know. I'm not practicing anymore with that group and da 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 da. It's another story behind that. But Ridge storms off and tells him, don't come for him because he will come back hard. He don't want it. Okay, then Katie is leaving, pretty much getting up, and she finds the conversation very interesting, and she's want to be nosy. Then we go back to Thomas and Brooke. He's apologizing for getting into her little daydreaming and trying to dump some of his issues off on talking about baby Douglas as if it was his child. And, Brooke is still kind of concerned because I think she knows that Rich had a vasectomy, but she's just engulfed with her own personal stuff. She's not paying attention to him. We go back. Ridge and Caroline has made it back to Forrester Creations, and then he gives her the 411 on why they actually needed to have left the restaurant. And Katie, I mean not Katie, Caroline knew she wasn't no fool. She was just trying to figure out, well, what the hell you say that for? What's going on? What's going on? Is it something about the baby, about us? What? So then we go back to the restaurant where Katie's still sitting with Regis urologist, and she's being nosy and carried on. And he goes on to tell her he's Regis' past doctor, his urologist, and he can't have babies. We go back to Katie and not Katie, we go back to Ridge and Caroline. He's going over the issues about, hey, this doctor knows about us. I don't know how much he know what he's gonna do with the information, but I got you. We safe. I'm gonna take care of him sooner or later. I just don't know what he wants right now. Okay, then it's commercial. Then the commercial comes back on. Um, Pretty much Brooke, she don't hightail herself on over to what do you call it, her sister's house, and she's looking for evidence on her sister. And I tell you, Brooke just being nosy as hell, just can't let the girl be. But anyway, she going over there moseying around the cabinets and everything, and Bill walks in. Well, she already done fired the little alcohol, but Bill walks in. He's like, "What's going on? Why you in my house? What you doing?" And then she said, "Oh, I didn't know you were here. Well, I wouldn't have been here." He said, "Oh, that's okay. Don't feel like that. I just came to get some papers from the house. But why are you here?" And she said, "Well, let me just get me something to drink." So she's already really motioning him to the cabinet where she done found the uh disguised alcohol bottle in a spritzling type water thing. He finds out it's flat. He goes to try to get her another one. She said, "No, let me look at this, honey. This smells like liquor." He said, "God damn, Katie, don't sit here and did this shit again. Okay, what we gonna do?" Then we go back to Force Creations office, and Thomas and his father are like looking at some sketches he wanted him to look at earlier, but he wasn't there. He came back. He got it approved. We done moved on. We back at the scene where Caroline's having a his a fit. She's trying to figure out what's going on. We already exposed. He said, "No, baby, we're fine. Everything's cool. I got it under control." But little did he know, Katie is back. We're at the scene with the doctor again. He done told her everything about Rich can't have no kids. Therefore, we don't know who the baby daddy is of Douglas, but she gonna do some FYI investigating on her own. Rich goes back to say, "Hey, the only person that knows about this secret is me, you, and that doctor, and I'm gonna take care of him. Sooner or later, he's gonna get dealt with." Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we're gonna deal with that situation. But it was kind of boring today, guys. That's all I have. Just a podge hodge of mess, lies, secrets, and guilt and deception all mixed into one. So we'll get back to our regular programming schedule on tomorrow, Bold and the Beautiful, April 15th, 2016. But today was for Thursday, April 14th, 2016. Bold and the Beautiful episode recap reviewed on Dale Chanel's 48's World Entertainment. So please like and share. Tell your friends and family members to subscribe to me. And again, this is where we do soap operas, guys. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you on tomorrow.